Zuckerberg. How did a 23-year-old rat become the world's youngest billionaire in 2008 amidst an economic crisis when everyone was wailing and close to bankruptcy? The record was previously held by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. Mark's rapid rise came after Facebook's explosive growth during its early expansion. Here's the interesting part. Rats are said to be one of the luckiest signs in business and money in Chinese astrology, but they could be misers and love to hide their fortune. No wonder he kept wearing that same gray crewneck t-shirts for decades. As the first sign of the Shengxiao, rat-born are the wise strategists, the survivors. They win not by being the strongest in the room, but by being strategic and cunning. They can be shy and are often called timid. But watch out for those rats, my friend. They are often the chess pieces in instigating rapid change. Barack Obama, inaugurated as the 44th President of the United States in January 2009, right at the beginning of the Chinese Ox Year calendar. How cool is that? Then just months later, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. That's actually impressive because history shows ox leaders usually have a reputation for conflict. An ox doesn't shy away from a fight like their rat friends. Ox signs are stubborn, ridiculously stubborn. Tell an ox to move and they'll probably start a 4-hour speech explaining why you should move instead. But superpower of the ox. They carry pressure better than almost any sign in the Shengxiao. While everyone else panics, the ox just lowers its head and keeps marching forward like a tax-paying buffalo. The top G himself. 2022 was another tiger year in the Chinese calendar, and Top G became the most Googled person on the entire internet, surpassing sitting world leaders, global celebrities, and breaking news events simultaneously. Not through institutions, not through legacy media, not through any conventional path to fame, through typical tiger behavior. Tigers are the most independent, confrontational, and explosively magnetic sign in the zodiac. Tigers do not ask permission. They walk into rooms expecting to dominate them and are genuinely confused when that does not happen immediately. The fire tiger specifically is the most combustible variation, passionate, explosive, completely convinced of their own vision and completely uninterested in your opinion about it. Whether you admire Andrew Tate or despise him, it has never been more accurately illustrated in the modern era. Michael Jordan. The 1986-76 basketball season is definitely the most unforgettable moment in sports history. The whole world watched as the Big Rabbit, Michael Jordan, make that legendary leap into the 3,000-point club, a record that still remains unmatched even in modern basketball. I mean, even non-basketball fans know these photos. During this Rabbit year, Jordan won his first ever NBA slam dunk contest with his legendary jump from the free throw line. Not a coincidence to those that know. There are many examples of athletes hitting peak moments in their Chinese zodiac year, and Jordan is just one of them. As the fourth sign of the zodiac, rabbits are gentle, imaginative, and highly intuitive. They make good team players and are charming. Vladimir Putin. On March 26, 2000, during the Year of the Dragon, a dragon was elected president of Russia. His name was Vladimir Putin. Among all 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac, the dragon stands alone as the only mythological creature. For centuries, it has symbolized power, authority, ambition, and destiny itself. Many families have even timed pregnancies in hopes of having a dragon child, believing dragons bring strength, success, and good fortune to their bloodline. And dragons don't like following leaders. They expect to become them. But Putin isn't just a dragon. He's a metal dragon, colder, harder, more disciplined, a sign known for resilience, determination, and an almost stubborn refusal to surrender. Metal dragons trust themselves above almost everyone else. Once they choose a direction, changing course becomes nearly impossible. Whether you believe in astrology or not, it's difficult to read that description and not think of Vladimir Putin. Taylor Swift. In 2016, the internet declared war on Taylor Swift. Her comment sections were flooded with snake emojis, millions of them. The snake had become a symbol of manipulation, deceit, and everything her critics thought she represented. Most celebrities would have spent years trying to shake that reputation. Taylor Swift practically adopted it, which is kind of hilarious when you realize she was born in 1989, a snake year in the Chinese zodiac. Snakes are supposed to be strategic, patient, and experts at reinvention. Sound familiar? Instead of running from the symbol, Taylor turned it into part of her identity, an aesthetic, an era, a brand. She even has an album called 1989, named after the very snake year she was born in. Coincidence? Maybe. Very snake behavior? Absolutely. Then in 2025, she announced her engagement to Travis Kelce, another 1989-born snake. 2 snakes, 1 engagement. At that point, the Zodiac was practically writing the headlines itself. Whether she planned it or not, few celebrities seem to wear their Chinese zodiac sign quite as openly as Taylor Swift. The internet tried to use the snake against her. She turned it into a crown. Nelson Mandela. On February 11, 1990, exactly 4:14 p.m., Nelson Mandela, an earth horse, once South Africa's most wanted man, walked out of Victor Verster prison hand in hand with his wife Winnie after 27 years behind bars. The Shengxiao already shows us horses are not meant for cages. The pattern occurs again. Nelson Mandela became a free man inside his own sign, exactly in the year of the horse in the Chinese zodiac calendar. The horse is the freedom fighter of the zodiac, restless, principled, impossible to contain or manipulate. Maybe that's why they are considered incompatible with the ox. They may be slowed, but they do not change course. Mandela didn't just survive imprisonment, he used it. The zodiac didn't predict a saint. It predicted a horse. Whoopi Goldberg. On March 25, 1991, Whoopi Goldberg walked up to that Oscar stage and made history. Winning Best Supporting Actress for the romantic fantasy thriller Ghost, she became the first black woman to win the award in 50 years. This happened in perfect fate, in a goat year, exactly inside her lucky sign. She is one of the rare women with EGOT status in the entertainment industry. Goats are some of the finest artists of the zodiac. Creative, deeply intuitive, quietly resilient. They don't force their way into rooms. They make rooms come to them, gentle on the surface, immovable underneath. The goat doesn't chase the spotlight, it just keeps showing up, until the spotlight has no choice. And eventually, the world calls it legendary. Kim Kardashian. While most celebrities were trying to stay relevant on the internet in 2016, Kim was building an empire from attention. She landed on the cover of Forbes as a digital business powerhouse. Her mobile game went viral and generated millions of dollars. Her Kimoji brand was everywhere. 2016 being a fire monkey year, she didn't just break the internet, she owned it. The monkey is the sharp intellect of the zodiac. Clever, adaptable, charming, and always 3 moves ahead. They spot opportunities before everyone else even sees the room. But monkeys have their flaws too competitive to a fault, restless, and sometimes more focused on winning than staying the course. Sound familiar? Queen Bee. A rooster woman is a total gem of a piece. She can go on for hours working on a project until it reaches perfection. She is big on loyalty and would go to war with the deadliest beast of the zodiac if they crossed the line. Beyoncé is a rooster woman, impossible to ignore. In 2017, being a rooster year in the Chinese calendar, she dominated, receiving 9 Grammy nominations, releasing her magnum opus Lemonade, and of course, a well-timed pregnancy reveal and a historic performance that shut the world down. The not-so-good thing with roosters is they can be very short-tempered, sometimes carrying a superiority complex, and they don't take mistakes lightly. But that same fire is what makes them relentless, precise, and unforgettable, built to stand out, not blend in. Micheal Jackson. History keeps showing us the same thing. When it comes to entertainment, bet on the dog, not the boring ox. At what point does it stop being a coincidence? Elvis Presley, Madonna, Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, all born in dog years. The pattern is hard to ignore. The best-selling album in human history, Thriller, released in 1982. A dog year in the Chinese zodiac. A dog making history in a dog year. Dogs are the social animals of the Shengxiao. Likeable, magnetic, the kind of people everyone wants to be around. Loyal to their tribe, protective of everything they love. But every dog has its bite. They are anxious, deeply anxious. The standards they set for themselves are so high that nothing ever feels like enough. They are overly sensitive. Micheal Jackson chased perfection until it consumed him. That is also the dog. The greatest entertainers, the most loyal, the most magnetic, and often the most tortured by their own greatness. Elon Musk. In 2019, a pig year, Elon faced one of the toughest years of his career. Battling heavy legal disputes while Tesla was running low on cash, a few wrong moves almost pushed the company toward bankruptcy. Despite the losses, the company managed to raise capital and bounced back with major product unveilings like the Cybertruck and Neuralink. He also completed his Gigafactory in Shanghai. All in a pig year, the pig's strength is prolonged concentration and focus. They are kind-hearted, which can make them naive, and sometimes easily deceived. But what stood out in this period was persistence under pressure. Instead of folding, Musk doubled down on long-term vision, kept pushing production forward, and turned financial instability into momentum. By the end of the cycle, what looked like collapse became one of the strongest comebacks in modern tech history.